Hey guys, it's Graham. Hope that you're having a good Sunday. Thought I'd do another update here and just kind of check in with folks, let people know what's going on here. It's been a really busy week, actually. A lot of stuff going on just personally. Sorry, I'm seeing in the monitor that my glasses are like all kind of getting highlights in them because of the window on the other side of the room. Let's do that. Um, so yeah, it's been a good week. It's been really busy. Um, I had, as I mentioned in another video, we had a big job fair this week at my job and at my work, and we had about 600 job seekers show up, which is definitely, a sign of the economy. And we had about 30 employers, so that was pretty cool. And it was definitely a good turnout for that, and we were very excited, but it is so much work, and we were all so exhausted after that. I have a small career center that I manage, and we've got like a team of about 6 employees. Only 2 of us are full-time, myself and the office manager. The other folks are part-time contract and students, so we essentially do it with a skeleton crew, but I was really happy with the way that turned out, so it was very busy this week for that. The other cool things that happened this week, I saw my favorite band in the entire world, which is the Indigo Girls, and they were here. They're playing in Berkeley, up at Cal on Wednesday, and that totally rocked. So that was really fun. Made for a very long day because Wednesday was the job fair, and then that night I had the concert to go to. Then didn't get home till really late, but it was cool. It was very good. And then Friday, I went to a local coffee shop and I saw Coyote Grace. And did any of you, I don't know if any of you know who Coyote Grace is. It's a duo, a musical duo made up of a stand-up bass player and a guitarist, banjo, kind of stringed instrument player. And Joe, the guy in the group, is a trans guy. So if you're interested in finding out about some new music, I suggest that you check them out. They're local here to the Bay Area, but they do travel quite a bit. They play quite a few, like GLBT prides and various things. So Coyote Grace is the name. They have a MySpace page. They have their own website. So just Google them. I think they're also on Facebook. And you can check them out. They're very good. Kind of, how would I describe their stuff? It is, of course, all acoustic, kind of a little bit of a bluegrass feel to it, kind of, I wouldn't say completely twangy country, but, it's all acoustic instruments. It's not heavy rock, but it's really good, and I would suggest that you check it out. So I saw them in Berkeley on Friday, and I'm actually going to go see them again today. They're playing up in Sevastopol, which is about an hour away from where I live in Oakland, and so that's a nice little drive. They're playing up at a pub up there, so we're going to go up there tonight and go see them. But Joe, who is the trans guy in the group, is very out about his trans status, and if you go on their website, they talk about that. It's like girl meets girl, girl becomes boy, boy and girl become a band is, like their little tagline, but they're very good, so I'd check it out if you want some new music. Other stuff that is going on. Let's see, I went shopping, went to Target, and bought some stuff on clearance, which is cool. I got a new shirt. And I'm noticing that guys' shirts are fitting better than they used to, especially like in the shoulder area. I think I'm a little broader in the shoulders than I used to be. So that's kind of a, a nice surprise. Some other stuff that's going on, I started to talk about it in my last video before my cat started messing with stuff and my computer started screwing up. I'm noticing a little more hair. And obviously not really facial hair, but it's like the hair I do have is getting longer and thicker, especially on my arms. So that's obviously an effect of testosterone. And at first I didn't think it was. I thought, well, maybe I've always had this and now I'm just paying more attention. But it's definitely noticeable that, I'm quite a bit, can't see them on the screen, but I'm pretty furry on my arms, especially on, the underside of my arm here is getting pretty furry. And so that's kind of interesting. I do have a little bit of hair growing like on my lip, and it's very light. Again, it seems like what little bit of like peach fuzz, I had there to begin with is getting longer. So I shaved it like a week ago just to see what would happen. And I don't know, people say if you shave it grows faster, but I don't know if that's true. I think what happens is that it comes in and it looks coarse because it's just coming in, so maybe it looks a little thicker. I don't know if that actually makes it grow faster or not, but I tried it. So yeah, I do have what I think is a little bit, darker there, which is kind of interesting. and I've been having a whole lot of itching, like right here on the side of my face. And at first I thought, is it just a reaction to maybe like the face wash that I've been using to kind of combat the oiliness or what, but I don't really have a rash. And then I noticed that I have a few more little hairs coming in that I didn't have before. And I think that's what it is. I think it's like the hair follicles. Maybe it's coming in and, you know, after, if you've shaved your legs before, which probably all of us did at some point in time, when it starts to grow back in, it's really itchy. So I wonder if maybe that's it. So a little bit more hair growth to report. The other thing, in my last video, I asked for just some feedback on testosterone doses, and thank you to everybody who sent comments and sent messages and whatnot. That was cool. I did go back to the doctors, and I had all my tests and everything checked. Everything came back fine, actually. It was actually better than last time. My cholesterol went down like about 17 points, which is totally cool, the bad cholesterol. And I attribute that to, you know, working out more. I've been eating a lot of flaxseed and putting like the flaxseed meal like in my cereal and stuff in the morning. And also taking a multivitamin that has plant sterols in it, and that's good for lowering your bad cholesterol. So that was really cool that my cholesterol went down. It wasn't really high to begin with, but I think I totally could have gotten it lower. And so that was exciting to see. So the test results came back fine, with the exception of my potassium. That was like 2 points higher than it should be. And so my doctor wants me to go back tomorrow and get that checked. She thinks what happens is because I had to fast the night before, I didn't drink enough water. And I didn't. I had like, you know, a little bit of water in the morning, and that was it. So what happened is I was probably a little bit dehydrated, and it didn't flush the potassium out of my system. So therefore it showed up a little bit elevated. So once I go back, get that retested, and, you know, knock on wood, it'll come back normal. Then she's cool with upping my dose of testosterone. And I want to talk to her a little bit further about maybe doing it weekly. I'm on 50 milligrams every 2 weeks right now. And I thought maybe I would go to 75 every 2 weeks, but I've gotten a lot of good comments from folks about the benefits of doing it weekly, since tea only really lasts in your system for 7 to 10 days. So I think I'm going to approach that with her with maybe doing 50 milligrams every week, and we'll see what happens. And then maybe I can do that for, you know, 6 or 7 weeks, and then get all the levels and everything, blood work retested, see how it is, and if it all looks good, then maybe go up to 75. So that's just kind of what I've been thinking about. So I appreciate all of you and your comments about tea doses and, you know, kind of the path that you have taken. It's helpful to get other opinions, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, the other thing that I want to talk about is voice changes. I can't really notice it myself. Like, when I hear myself speak, I just don't register the change. But if I go back and I watch some of my videos from a month or so ago before I was on tea, I can tell a tiny bit of a difference. It does seem like it was a little bit higher. And so that's kind of exciting to be able to hear a bit of a change from that. It's nothing drastic, but you know, some people have commented on it, and I thought, oh, I probably just have a cold, or, you know, congested or whatever. And then I went back and kind of compared, and I think there's a tiny bit of a difference, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's about it as far as changes on tea. And, you know, that's about all I have to say on that subject. In other news, you know, I am noticing, well, I guess this does relate to tea, but kind of emotional changes. And at first, I didn't feel like I was having any of that. But what I can definitely say the last couple of days is that I think my tolerance for, I don't know, maybe my intolerance, I don't know, my patience has been definitely decreased with things. And when stuff does happen and I get irritated, I get more irritated, I think, than I used to, which isn't exactly a good thing. So I had to catch myself a couple of times. Something happened yesterday where we were meeting some friend of ours and then going to the beach and hanging out. And it was just a miscommunication, but I just found myself getting really, really annoyed. So I had to kind of just take a couple seconds and breathe and just be like, dude, it's not worth getting, you know, this upset over. So I think that might be related to tea, just the quickness to getting frustrated with it. So we'll see. But that's definitely something I want to work on, because, you know, I don't want to become a jerk, and I don't really need to spend that much time being frustrated. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to put a little something in there on that. So I see that I'm just about at 10 minutes. So hope y'all are well. I'm going to sign off here. Check out Coyote Grace.